Sometimes you must feel you'll never make it through the day. All those ignorant minds and the cruel things they say. And there's no excuse in this day and age. What are they teaching them at home? It's so unfair. No one is born with hatred in their hearts. Rise above and show them you don't care. And never give up, never give in, never back down and let them win. Always be proud of who you are. Live your best life, follow your dream. Don't let them take your self-esteem. You will always be a shining star. It's not you that needs to change. Well, hello and welcome. Welcome to Jamie TV. Thank you very much for tuning in. I'm working on my song for Songtember, and I'm going to get stuck straight into that today. If you want to know more information about Songtember, then I've put some links in the description below this video where you can check out Jade Starr's channel and Pete Johns' channel, where you can find out all about it. There is some stuff about what's going on in my previous videos on this topic. I do have a playlist of all the videos I've made so far, if you'd like to search for that and do your homework if you've missed some of those videos. Okay, so let's see now. Oh, and yes, today I'm going to be streaming for an hour. I'm not going to encroach on Mr. Doug Woods' streaming time. I would not do that. So let's have a look at what I've done since the last stream. I'll just stop this and let's go over to this view so you can see what's going on. Okay, right then, now that might be a sort of a suitable volume for me to speak over. Okay, so I've not streamed for a couple of days, and I've done some work on the project like I said I would be doing. Because what I was doing in previous streams was I was throwing musical ideas at the project just to see what worked, just trying to get a structure together and just get the parts together. And so what I've done since then is the parts I was happy with, I've recorded them in properly. Unless that is whilst I'm listening to it today I hear something I don't like, in which case I'll redo them again. But I'm fairly happy with how it's sounding at the moment. The mix is a mess. The mix is terrible. I don't mix until I've done everything, you know. I don't mix until I'm ready to. What's that? Gerald says everything seems to have frozen. You mean the stream is frozen? The stream is fine. Yeah. I'm watching the stream on my old iPad, which is it? Yeah, it's in shot over here. I'm watching the stream on my iPad and it looks fine here. So maybe a little hiccup at your end, Gerald. Okay, so people in the chat, people from the future watching, thank you for joining me. So what was I saying? I have no idea. So let's go. Oh yeah, so okay, let's have a look at the structure of the song. You'll see over here that my original intention was to start the song with the chords from the chorus. I thought we'll have a big opening, the chords from the chorus, and, you know, maybe put a lead guitar over it, something big and dramatic, and then drop it right down to that sort of very subdued sounding first verse. So I had this is my guide acoustic up. Where's my mouse? My guide acoustic is up here, which is muted at the moment because I don't really need it anymore. So it was going to start with these chords. And then at the end, a little lick and drop it. Can I just mute that? Click there. And then drop it into the verse. But whilst I've been working on it, I kind of just like it, just starting vocals straight in at the beginning of the verse. So I've got this. Mute that acoustic again. There we go. Sometimes you must feel. I kind of like it like that. Make it through the day. What else have I changed? I have. Oh, and I must just say that now that I've recorded a lot of the instruments in sort of finished versions of things, now my rough guide vocal sounds terrible. It was just recorded with this live mic, just like a one-take thing, so I knew where I was in the song while I was working on it. And it's a bit pitchy, and it didn't show up so much before when it was just the rough acoustic and rough parts. But now that the parts are down, a lot of the parts down are down correctly. Yeah, it sounds a bit poor in places, but you know, it's just a guide, so I'm not going to upset myself about it. Now, the clean guitar is very much like, I've adjusted it a slight bit, but it's very much like it was. What I've done to get that tremolo sound, just turn it up a bit. I'm still using the Faceman amp. To give me a sort of slightly dirty, clean kind of a sound. And I've added Mixbox here. And I'm using this tremolo module, which I think sounds magic. And some tape echo and the Sunset Sound spring reverb. Now normally what I would do is reverb is use it as a send. But because I got Mixbox open on the insert effects, I thought, well, I might as well just use it here. So the only difference is if I use it as a send, I have the mix on the reverb turned all the way up. But because I'm using it as an insert, then I get to choose how much of it is going to be in the mix by using this control here. Hey Princess, thanks for joining us. Right, so that's the clean guitar. Now also I thought, you know, the clean guitar, I wanted it to be present more or less throughout the song. I wanted to have like at least one instrument that was present most of the way through. And I didn't have a part for it for the chorus, so I came up with this. Is that the chorus? I never give. Question: what is the best way to get vocals to cut through a mix in Cubase 3? I'm getting an iPad soon. Okay, Princess, well, I will tell you. It's exactly the same as every single other digital audio workstation. It's just about how you EQ it, how you compress it. It's about choosing the right effects and the right amount of effects. And it's also about, when you're constructing the song, about thinking about what frequency you're playing each instrument in. You know, like just thinking about, well, where am I singing? So do I really want an instrument that's playing those same notes? It's about that as well. It's a great many things, but I would say really probably the most important factor is getting the right amount of compression, so that when you set your vocal level, the majority of that vocal, whether you're singing softer or harder, the majority of that vocal is going to be just high enough above the music to be not too loud, so that it sounds like when people are doing karaoke, when you've got a track down here and a vocal up here, but you know, not to be obscured by any of the music. Of course, what you can do if you do have any, because my voice, when I sing, not that it's a powerful voice, but when I sing at the most powerful I can manage, I find that there's a great difference between that and the softer vocals. Now, there's a couple of ways around that. One that I've used quite a lot in the past is I'll put those vocals on different tracks. So where I'm singing softer, I can turn that up a bit more. Another way is if I just zoom in a little bit here and grab, let's see, okay, see the bass here. If I grab this handle at the top of the bass, do it with the mouse so you can see. Okay, grab the handle at the top of the mouse and drag it down. It brings the gain down. So if you have a section of vocal that's a bit loud, then you can grab that handle, drag it down, and then set the volume to the quieter bits, right? So find your quietest bit, set that so that that's loud enough, and then drag the handle down on the louder bits. Okay? You know, there's lots of other things you could do, but those are a pretty good guide for getting started with that sort of thing. Okay, so what else did I do? I added that clean guitar, and I've got two dirty guitars. Let's go to the chorus, and then if we play, I'm going to need to be able to solo. There we are. Okay, so I recorded in the dirty guitar part I came up with in the in one of the streams, more or less the same. That's not a good sound. It's just a sound for now. And then here's the second guitar I came up with. I've got those panned left and right. Both sounds won't work in on quite a bit. And then if I put the clean guitar in with those, you know, it's coming together. We're getting there. I'm itching to sort of mix it, but what I do, that's what I was saying earlier when I got sidetracked. Okay, so yeah, what I do when I'm working on a track, I don't try and mix as I go along at all. I just, because as I record each instrument, I find I want to hear different things in the cans whilst I'm putting that part down. So like when I'm putting bass down, for instance, I just want loads of drums and a bit of everything else. I need to hear the vocal and a bit of everything else, but mainly I want drums. And so I mess around with the mix. And then, you know, when I'm playing a piano part, I like this piano part that went behind the guitar. I dragged the guitar down so that I could hear what I was doing above it, even though that piano part's going to be quieter than the guitar. So I mess around with the mix all the time. So I don't try to mix as I go along at all. I try and get all the parts down, and then we get stuck into mixing and getting sounds. It's just how I work. I mean, I know Pete Johns likes to mix as he goes along, and there's nothing wrong with that at all. So what else did we do? You've heard the organ, you've heard this section here, which I really like. think that turned out really, really effective. Now, down at the bottom here we have the guide clean guitar, which I have now re-recorded. So we'll just select that and get rid of it. And then up here we've got the guide acoustic, which I don't need anymore. I've got enough music recorded in to not need that now, so we'll get rid of that one. Okay, and now I feel what I want to do next. There are two really important things to get recorded. Oh, hi Burns, thanks for joining us, man. There are two really important things that I feel I need to get recorded pretty soon. The vocal needs doing properly, and I need some guitars. So today I'm going to do guitars. So I have already been playing around with a lead sound, and so I'm going to have a go at putting some bits of lead guitar in. Let's just grab a guitar. Okay, now I need to get a suitable level. So let's just play the music and I'll just fool around and get a level. And that guitar might be a tiny bit loud. In this day and age, what are they teaching them at home? It's so unfair. No one is born with hatred in their hearts. Right. So before I start this, I'll show you what I've got on my guitar. I wanted to have a really awesome sound. It's not necessarily going to be the final guitar sound, but just for while I'm putting the part down, it just makes you feel good if you've got a good sound, right? So, so what I've got is in my chain, I've got, here's just my Numbrini tuner, and then I've got the Numbrini clone, which is a really nice. It's a really nice overdrive pedal to put in front of an amp because it gives you it can give you lots of increased gain without making it fizzy, brittle, harsh. It's a nice round sound. And I was wanting to record the lead guitars on this track with the neck pickup. I want this rounder sound. So, for anyone who's not so clued up about guitars, on this Telecaster, if I go to the bridge, then I get a much harsher sound. In the middle, it's a blend of both pickups, and it's really nice for clean chords and stuff, but I wouldn't really use it so much for lead. But the neck gives me this warmer sound. That's really what I'm looking for. And then for the amplifier, I've used the Faceman, which I'm using for so many things these days. Right now, let's just go to my rack. And just want to turn up the threshold a little bit on the noise gate. Burns, you have a 57 telly. Nice, very nice. It is, isn't it? It's a nice combination. It is. Right, so let's just close this. Oh yeah, and also I'll show you. For my sound effects, I'm using the in-app purchase from Waves, the hybrid delay, and I've got it on it's a preset I'm using actually. I've not adjusted it at all. I don't think it's a tape delay sound, I believe. Yeah, got it on tape delay, and then I've just from Mixbox I've added a little bit of the live room reverb from Sunset Sound. So not necessarily a final sound, but just a good sound to be making a noise with for now. Now, before we get into trying to have a go at recording a guitar solo, there are those little bits of lead which are muted. Let's just unmute those and just hear what I put down. Little incidental bits. You'll never make it through the day. All those ignorant minds and the cruel things they say. And there's no excuse in this. I seem to have chopped off the end of that audio, but it doesn't matter. That's just a guide. I'm going to delete that now. And let's have a go at doing the proper thing. You'll never make it through the day. Make it through the day. All those ignorant. Don't know how happy I am with that. I'm just going to fool around with a couple of ideas. And the cruel things they say. And there's no excuse in this day and age. What are they to make it through the day? All the dun, 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 dun. Let's try that. Make it through the day. All those I thought I knew where that note was. Apparently I did not. Make it through the day. All those ignorant. All right, let's see now.
Yeah,
Let's try that one.
make it through the day.
Actually, I've not checked my tuning, have I? It's just, what have I pressed? No. Oh, do you know? What have I done? Oh no, I just accidentally selected a different effect instead of my. There we are. We want that one. So how was that set now? Honestly. Okay, that seems to sound okay. Go to tuner. I'll just mute the tuner while I just check everything. Yes, I did also forget to engage record. A mistake I make all the time. It's usually when you do your best take. It's stuck on, isn't it? Okay, right, so let's come out there. I'll unmute it. Right. Now let's engage record, shall we? And let's see if I can remember that little lick.
Make it through the day. All those
Slight overbend there.
make it through the day. All those ignorant minds and the cruel things make it through the day. All those ignorant minds.
Okay, what I've done is I've just sustained that note, because if I sustain it, then later I can fade it out as quickly or slowly as I wish.
Say, and and the cruel things they say. And there's no excuse, and the cruel things they say. And there's no excuse in this day and age. What are they teaching them at home? It's so unfair. No. And the cruel things they say. And there's no excuse.
Right, hang on.
And the cruel things they say. And there's no excuse.
Okay, let's try that.
And the cruel things they say.
I've got to stop overbending. It's because I'm in E flat and I've been teaching and I've been playing a standard.
And the cruel things they say. And there's no excuse in this day and age. What are they?
I think that's a decent line, but I'm just going to redo it. I think I can play it a little bit better. How many gigs is your iPad? I got one with 256. That should be enough, hopefully. Yeah, 256 is rather a lot. It is rather a lot. That should be fine. And this one is a terabyte. But the reason I went for the terabyte model was because I wanted to get the M1 Pro. And if you go for the terabyte model, then you get more powerful RAM as well as the extra memory. It cost me, but when you see how well Cubasis 3 performs with an M1, it's out of this world.
And the cruel things they say. And there's no excuse in this day and age.
Okay.
What are they? And the cruel things they say. And there's no excuse.
Okay. All right. Quite like both those licks. Let's move on to this one. And then, right, so we'll just erase that guide there.
You are beautiful, my star. You are beautiful, my star. The bullies need to learn.
I think I will use that one.
Just how out of line they are. You can love. You are beautiful, my star.
Maybe in key would help.
The bullies need to learn just how out of line they are.
I'm just looking for the last one. Let's try that one.
You are beautiful, my star. The bullet bullies need to learn.
Too slow on the return.
You are beautiful, my star. The bullies need to learn just how out of line they are. You can.
No, I don't like that one. And the first one could have been played better. Let's find another second one.
You are beautiful, my star. The bullies need to learn just how out of line they are. You can love.
Well, that note don't work there at all, but that first one was okay. So we'll save that. And
Bullies need to learn just how
Jade,
out of line
thanks for joining
they
us.
are. Out of line they are.
I just need one more lick for this section, Jade. Cross your fingers for me, it's not coming.
Out of line they are. You can love.
I'm not sure just going up there works.
Out of line they are. You can love.
I've not got enough run up there.
Just how out of line they are. You can love who you want to love. Here's your nose, I just don't. Just how out of line they are. You can love who you want to love. Pierce your nose.
Okay, I like that. I like that better. That was better. I just wanted something, just wanted something very different than the other ones I'd just done. I didn't want to repeat myself. Now, where the hell am I in this project? Okay. I think I've already put tabs for the beginning of the solo. So let's see what we can do with that. Right, okay, that's my pattern. I like that beginning. Da, 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 da. Well, that might work. I'm going to try that. Okay. More run up. think that's all right. Dun 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 dun. Close-minded bigotry. Oh, all right. Now, how on earth do I end it? Hey, Audible. Thanks for being here, man. I'm just working out a solo. I think it's going well so far. I just need an ending. So what have I got? I've got. I'm heading in the wrong direction for an ending. I need a big, you know, need a big one at the end. Close. I wonder if I can get that bend in a bit quicker. On the right string, preferably. End with a bit of tapping. Hang on. Not really got a tapping sound. It's a bit cheesy. Could do a run up like a. Let's see. Okay, I'm getting there. Close-minded bigotry. Fantastic. Fantastic last note. It's a note too many, isn't it, that? Hang on. Let's go a bit nearer to the end of the... I'm a note too many, so... The tremolo picking powers seem to be weak. Power chord sustain at the end, up an octave. Could be one way to go. So, you mean if I was... And then... That would be... Close-minded bigotry. You see, the thing is it drops into this bit where there's going to be no guitar for a bit. So I think a higher sustain note might be better. Close my... Right, okay. Let's have a go for it, shall we? Foot laugh, eh? Also, the thing is audible is on the neck pickup with all these effects on a power chord. Sounds a bit muddy. Well, it's that delay. No, I don't like that phrasing. Close-minded bigotry. Okay, the run at the end is rubbish, but let's just hear it up to there. What's that timing like on that semitone bend there? Okay, I think that's alright. I think it's just the... Oh, I've got hanging notes. What's going on? There we are. So where's that? Just chop off that bit that was pants. Close mine. I think I'm going to have to slide up to it, aren't I? Because I've got that. Close-minded. But I didn't press record that time, really. Close-minded bigot. Not quite, not quite. Talk amongst yourselves. Close-minded bigotry. Are we still fighting this? Close-minded bigotry. Okay, now the question is, will that fit with this semitone bend here? I think I might have started a fraction early. Now I'm not bothered massively about, I don't time my playing. I mean, I might, you know, if there's like a, if I've done a really good take and there's like a little bit that I notice later is out of time, then yeah, of course I'll time that. I'll put it in time, yeah. But if, you know, if things are just like a bit loose but they work, I just leave them. You know, I've got friends who record at home and they go through a performance note by note and they move everything into time, you know. I know this metal guy who records like tons and tons and tons of guitars, right? to make it sound really heavy. And when he's recording them all in, it sounds really heavy. And then he times them all, so they're all perfectly in time with each other. And he loses all the balls out of it. It sounds like one guitar.
Close-minded bigotry.
Right, now see, as an example here, that last note here, strictly, it should be right on this line here. But it's not, it's there. Right, because I'm not a robot and it's not perfect. But is the human quality better?
Close-minded bigotry.
It's alright, isn't it? You know, I'll leave that. Alright, Ed, thanks for being here, man. Okay, so we've got some lead guitar. And, you know, hey, Daniel, dude. I'm pretty happy with that. I think that's that's good stuff. I'll have a nitpick through it later and just see if I am totally happy with that. I can always redo a bit or redo all of it, but if I do redo that solo, I'm pretty happy with it. So if I redo it, I'll probably do it the same, just better, but just better playing, you know. But I think it's all right. Okay, so other things we need to look at then. Let's just unarm this guitar. Now, in the so what we've got the second chorus is a double chorus, and then there's a solo at the end of it. So that's, where are we? Okay, so here, this is where the no, it's not a double chorus. That's at the end. No, we've got a chorus, the second chorus here. Then a solo at the end of it. That's there, and then this section comes in, which is actually the key change.
Close-minded bigotry. Are we still fighting this? Will nothing ever change? We must educate and not just berate, or we will never turn the page.
I think maybe they're a little bit of a clean lead, perhaps. I was tinkering around earlier, and I played a couple of little bits that sounded alright, so I could do that now. Or what I could do is, I'll tell you one thing I'm going to do while we're here. I should have done this before now. Let's go to the piano here. Let's solo the piano. Right. Okay, so at the moment we're using Cubasis acoustic piano sound. It's like sound one from the Cubasis sound bank. Let's change that. Now, I don't have an awful lot of pianos. I don't have that pure piano, is it called? I think the only really good quality piano I have is Ravenscroft. But you see, I'm not very good at piano. Like, I play keyboards, but you know, piano, it's a beautiful instrument. It's an art in itself, and I'm just not good at it. So, you know, I don't need a ton of pianos. I did toy with the idea of having an electric piano in this bit, but I think now I've got those tremolo effects on the guitar, and I've got the organ in later, which will have a bit of rotary on it. I think a straight piano sound's probably going to sit in the mix better. That's my thoughts. Let's turn it up. Concert piano. I wonder if that's too bright next to the guitar. It is a little bit bright, isn't it? Maybe some slightly less attack to it. Try the old jazz. Alright, that's a bit too dark, but I think it illustrates the point though. For some reason the MIDI notes on the piano part are not sustaining correctly. Let's take a bit of low off it. We'll do it in the mix. Okay, that's closer. What I do is with sounds like this, I'm just trying to get something that's close, and when I actually come to mixing, then I'll go into the sounds and I'll proper pissy pants around with them and make them fit. So what are we saying? Princess is a pianist but can't play guitar, but could learn to play guitar. You should. Guitar is awesome. It's absolutely awesome. It's just it's a cool instrument to play, you know. And I get people saying to me all the time, "Oh, I wish I could play guitar like you." Well, get one then. Get one and learn it. You know, people say, "Oh, it's so hard to learn," but it's not like anything else. You know, if you want to do it, you'll do it. But yeah, Princess, if you decide to go for it and you need any help whatsoever, I'm here. You can ask anything, anytime. I'm here to help. Right, okay, so I like that sound. That's it. You have a pink guitar. Oh, you have a guitar. My daughter has a pink guitar. It's a Squire Hello Kitty. It was a limited edition, and I actually bought it for the missus just because she wanted it. She used to play guitar years ago. She's not played guitar for ages and ages and ages, but the daughter ended up nicking it, and it's a really cool guitar. Right then, let's see. Okay, so we've got a piano sound. I'm not going to get too deep into like choosing an exact organ sound or anything like that at this point. I have to say that the thing that's bugging me most about this project right now is that my guide vocal really sounds bad now. Now that the instrumentation's, recorded properly and that's starting to sound good, it really shows up how pitchy my vocal is. So I think next job for me is get the vocal done. Once I've got the vocal done, then I can look at harmonies. And the problem with harmonies is I like harmonies on a chorus, right? I love a big chorus with lots of vocals on, lots of harmonies. But I deliberately constructed this song so that in the chorus I would be singing about as high as I can manage to sustain for more than a few seconds. I'm singing at the top of my range basically, and I don't think I'm going to be able to do any harmonies above that. In fact, I'm pretty sure I won't be able to. Maybe I can come up with a few harmonies just underneath that work, but I'll get the main vocal done first, and then I shall pissy pants around with that. Okay, now I'll be signing off in a few minutes because it will be time for Doug's stream, and I don't encroach on Doug's time. So if there are any questions about anything Cubasis related, musical, anything, ask me anything, but you need to get them in quick. The other thing I need to do is the drums. Let's just solo the drums, right? These are Cubasis drums, which whilst I think that Cubasis 3 is, for me, it is a great deal better for recording than, some people are going to hate me for saying this, but for me, right, I like Cubasis 3 a lot more than I like GarageBand. But the sounds in GarageBand, like the drum sounds and stuff, they're just better. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be sending this MIDI from the drums. When I've given it a good check through and I made sure I've got the drums just how I want them, I'm going to send it to my computer. And then I will do the drums in my computer and bring it back, and I'll probably do that in a stream to show you how it's done. Do I have EQ virtual pianos? I don't know what you mean, Princess. Do I EQ virtual pianos? Is that what you mean? Sorry, I'm not. Oops. Go on. What do you mean? If you mean, do I EQ virtual pianos? Yes, you do. Yeah, I do. I mean, if you look at Ravenscroft here, right, it has an EQ on it, right? It's just a simple EQ. It's just, high, mid and low, and you can adjust the timbre, which is probably good enough for performing live with. But piano, I find, it can be one of the hardest things to get to sit nicely in a mix, and it is EQ that will fix that. So what I will most likely do with Ravenscroft is I will get the FabFilter EQ on it. And what usually ends up happening is I scoop out the lows, which I do with guitars as well. I do that a lot on guitars. Scoop out the lows until I can bring it up in the mix and it sits there, because I find it's the low end that's getting in the way of drums, and it's getting in the way particularly of bass guitar. And then what happens is when you solo it, you might think, it sounds a bit thin and a bit pants now. But what you've done is you've made it sit in the mix as a whole. You're not looking for the best sound for the piano possible. You're looking for the best sound to make it fit in the mix. That's always the key. All right, so I'm going to sign off now. If you have any more questions about any of this stuff, all my details are underneath the video in the description. You can contact me directly on any social media or my email address or wherever you want, and I will answer. I'll always do my best to help you, okay? I will be hopefully streaming tomorrow. I may do it at lunchtime because I can't do tomorrow evening because there are so many streams on a Wednesday evening and I don't like to clash with anyone. So thank you for watching. Thank you for being here. Take care of yourselves. Crack on with your Songtember song. Make lots of music and don't piss your pants about. See you later. Bye-bye. I can't find the button.